Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully, everybody's off to a great start of the week. And, yep, let's get to it, folks. Gonna be practicing here at Le Mans in the rain for a bit. I'm still within 10 seconds of the fastest. P2. Dang, he was really fast. So, okay, but my car setup is kind of working for me, so let's get back to it then. Lots of things happening. Tomorrow night, I'm gonna be doing a simulation race. So hopefully you guys will like, share, and subscribe, and ring that notification for when I go live. I will be streaming that race. Okay, let's just do a warm-up here. Ooh, the rain is actually seems to be tapering down. Still, the track's going to be wet for a while. How much time is that? 52 minutes to the server. I might decide to host one. Host a race or something. We'll see, because at 3:15 this afternoon, which is in an hour and 15 minutes. There's also the, what is it, is it at Imola? The gold race, so I might do that as well.
Yuki2488 says, Kihei.
Hey, hello Pookie, how are you today? So I might do that gold race, so let me know, folks, what you would like to see.
Yuki2488 says, good, how are you?
I am good. The weather in the server kind of matches the weather outside here. It's supposed to rain all week. Man, we just got out of winter 2 weeks ago. All this snow melted, and we've been stuck in the rain ever since. Had a great weekend though. Very sunny Saturday and Sunday, nice weather. Kinda wish it would stick around, but apparently not. So did anybody watch the F1 race this weekend? What are your thoughts on that race? I found it very interesting.
Yuki2488 says, nah.
Oh, well, that's a shame. It's a very good race. I actually think it's like the first race of the season. Montreal is always good for great racing. Never know what's going to happen there.
Yuki2488 says, just know Kimi won as always. As a Mercedes fan, love it.
Well, that's only because Russell's car gave out on him. His battery died. Which goes to one of my gripes with this new hybrid system. The more that you complicate the plumbing, the more there's chances of mechanical failures. Or in this case, electrical failures. But Hamilton made it to second. Verstappen in third. So it's nice to see those guys on the podium. was a very crazy first half of the race. Kimi and Russell were both fighting. It was getting very dangerous between those two. At any moment, I was expecting Kimi to do something to take out both cars. Ooh, I'm not gonna make it. Dang it.
Puki2488 says, Rosberg and Hamilton vibes.
Yep, exactly. That's what everybody was saying throughout the weekend. Ooh, it actually stopped raining. Okay, so the track will eventually dry out.
Beasking6736 said hi.
Well, hello, VSK. What does the VS stand for? I'm curious. Oh, it is starting to rain again. Yep, there was a lot of fights all throughout the weekend. Fortunately for McLaren, they had a really bad strategy. Kind of took them out of the race from the get-go. The only team that decided to start on wets even though it wasn't raining. So that strategy really backfired in a bad way for them. Ooh, still slippery a bit. Whew. I don't know where I can shave much more time here. I'm so happy within 5 seconds. Given that I'm so old and slow. Lots of yellows across the track. I don't like that. Yeah, I like my car setup. It's very safe. It holds the pavement quite nicely. No! Oh, had to mention that this car was safe. Yeah, I was pushing it in third though. On one hand, if you go gently on the throttle, it will act like a traction control. On the other hand, if you push it a little bit too much, these cars still have a lot of torque and will actually be able to spin those wheels at a much higher ratio. Like if you spin your wheels in first gear, the amount of rotation is still limited by the gearbox. So if you can hit like 60 kilometers in first, more like 160 in third, your wheels are spinning a lot faster in third gear. So I just need to be a little bit more careful. When I first saw VS King there in the chat, I thought it was Viking. I haven't seen him or heard from him in a long time now. Ever since he bought himself a new car, we have not seen him. Yeah, the road is still very slippery. My tire's too warm, 70, 75. Yeah. It's about, I wouldn't want them any hotter than that. A lot of people not happy. Coming in, leaving. Not everybody's a fan of driving in the rain. Unfortunately, he cost me a lot of time there. This is not going to be a fast lap. Oh, almost lost it there again. Yeah, I need to be more gentle. I just want to floor it. Ooh, that's somebody's wheel. Guess that was somebody's wheel. It looked to be stuck in the pavement. Wasn't sure what I was looking at.
Justin Slim Friesen says, "Good afternoon."
Hey, good afternoon, Justin. How are you today? On this beautiful rainy Monday here in my part of the world. Oh, okay, missed it.
Justin Slim Friesen says, doing well. What about yourself?
Pretty good. How did you like the race yesterday?
Justin Slim Friesen says, was a fun one to watch. Very entertaining.
Yep, both the first half and the second half. And, yep, you were definitely right. Kimi almost took out his teammate 3 or 4 times. Unfortunately, my boy Russell is not having any luck this year.
Justin Slim Friesen says, LOL. It could get bad this season.
It could get bad. Well, that's kind of why I hate this electrical hybrid stuff. The more you complicate a car, or complicate the plumbing, the more chances you run of failures of something. Like, yes, we've always had engine failures, but the more you make it complicated, the higher the chance of something going wrong. But yeah, and the other thing is that, yeah, the other car can stay closer, but it's artificial. Like, the car that's behind you has more energy at his disposal than the car in front. Yes, it made it for an interesting race yesterday, but I mean, we've had races that were interesting in the past too without all this stuff. Happy to see Hamilton and Verstappen on the podium as well. That's why I say the second half was interesting too. Man, McLaren had a really crappy strategy yesterday, starting on wet tires. Both drivers on the grid, and like, these are not the tires we need to be competitive in this race. And nobody listened to them. They had 2 warm-up laps to change their minds, and they still didn't.
Justin Slim Friesen says, Lewis had a great race. IMHO, driver of the day.
Was he the driver of the day? I mean, I didn't vote for him because I can't vote, but him, Max, and Kimi, I think, were like the 3 that were going to be driver of the day. I don't know why nobody voted for Russell. He was doing great. He was defending nicely against Kimi.
Justin Slim Friesen says, I don't know. But for me he was. No doubt about it in my mind.
Yeah, he really pushed that Ferrari to its limits. You know, you'd probably be surprised that I also did not like Hamilton at the beginning when I started watching F1 again. Like, I didn't know any of the drivers, I didn't really like any of them. All I know is that the FIA was going after Hamilton because he wore jewelry in the cockpit. And for safety concerns, they were trying to get him to remove his stuff.
Justin Slim Friesen says, Russell have 3 or 4 bad mistakes at the hairpin. So I can't agree with you on Russell.
While Kimi also had some really bad moments. First time Russell passed him, he locked up his brakes right behind him. I thought for sure
Justin Slim Friesen says, agree.
Kimi was gonna run into him, you know.
Justin Slim Friesen says, but not Hamilton. Thus driver of the day. LOL.
Oh, he had a beautiful race, beautiful strategy. Kept pushing. And even when he was behind Max, he was calculating his thing, and because the car doesn't have the power in a straight line, so he kind of had to figure out a way around Max.
Justin Slim Friesen says, that pass on Max was fantastic.
Yeah, he really calculated it, and I really, when he went to Ferrari, it's like Ferrari were listening to Leclerc, and anything Hamilton would be saying, it would go in one ear and come out the other. They weren't really paying attention to what he had to say, but I think he's a better driver than Leclerc. I mean, yes, Leclerc likes to drive at the limit. And man, both Ferraris...
Justin Slim Friesen says, nice to see the 2 old dogs go at it.
Yep, I agree. But both...
Justin Slim Friesen says, nah, Leclerc is much better.
Well, he's gonna have to prove it. But both Ferraris yesterday, you could see them in the corners. They were both drifting. Man, they were both... Everybody, you know, was driving at the limits yesterday.
It's just Fane says, UNC. Justin Slim Friesen says, he has for 5 years. LOL.
Not really. It's always fun to agree to disagree. Well, at least Russell won his sprint race. Bitter consolation prize. It was fun watching them both go at it. And then at one point the announcer kind of was like, yeah, you know what? There's such and such so many workers in the factory. And a lot of jobs on the line to try to get the manufacturer's championship. Please, guys, don't take both cars out of the race. I'm like, yeah, true, but we want some racing. Yeah, McLaren yesterday was really, really bad. I really don't know what they were thinking. It's like they took a page out of Ferrari. Like, you know, when Hamilton is on the radio, guys, one of us should be pitting now. And then they, you know, they come back 6 laps later. Nah, we decided not to. McLaren took a page out of Ferrari's pit crew yesterday. We should be starting on mediums. Nah, he'll be fine. And he was fine. He took the lead, you know, for a lap. It was all downhill from there. So I got myself into another race tomorrow night. Simulation. We'll see how that goes. Talked to one of the guys that is organizing that race. Like, my goal here is to finish last, but at least to finish the race. Most hypercar divas tend to DNF. I'm gonna finish my race in last place. My competitive days are way, way behind me. It's kind of funny when you say the old dogs, you know, still fighting. Funny, you know, thinking of Max and Hamilton being part of the old guard. They are still so much younger than I am. I'm more of an Alonso. I'm just here to collect my paycheck. Which, if I'm not mistaken, Alonso didn't even finish yesterday. I think Stroll did, though. Surprisingly. Yeah, I think Alonso had trouble with his seat. I don't know what that was about. Yeah, somebody forgot to bolt down my seat to the chassis. That seems to be like a stupid thing to happen.
Justin Slim Friesen says. I don't remember either.
Yeah, he had seat issues. Apparently he was having his seat was not secured during the sprint race. And apparently they did not correct it for the race yesterday. Can you imagine you're braking and your seat's not even fastened to the chassis? The only thing keeping the seat in place is you and your seat belt. I'm thinking Stroll was like, hey, let's play a joke on Alonso. He should get a penalty for stuff like that, though. That could be dangerous for a pilot. Ooh, my bad. Is he trying to warm up his wet tires, really? Seems like a funny thing to be doing. Oh, simulation, also the race that they're doing tomorrow is a time 2 tire wear. So now that I know that the damage is also the flat spots are multiplied, I'm really gonna be careful not to go sideways. I actually think that I can win tomorrow, though. I did not have a good third sector there. Whoa! A slipping and a sliding. What was that commercial about? Whoa! Oh! I just got a little bit of damage. Okay, time to set up a smoke screen. Let's go and see what else there is to do. Any other hypercars stuff going on? Oh, starts in 2 seconds. 1 second. Too late. Maybe I should do this again. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Don't know what to do with myself. Still in progress. Can I even click on it? Can I register? Can I practice? Is it gonna allow me to practice? No, it's not. Not many Canadians on. Lots of Germans, though. Maybe I gotta come back. Oh, man. You know, already that these servers are like 30-minute practice. Takes them 5 minutes to start, so you don't even get to 30 minutes. They need to bring back 1 hour practice servers. I need to practice. What? Are their practice servers broken now? Or is it really 5 minutes that I need to wait? I was saying that out of nowhere, but oh, Damien. Okay, so we do have another Canadian in here. Any Canadians in the GT3s? No. When am I going to be able to practice? Oh, there we go. Now it works. So if I remember, I don't know if I changed it. Because I know I did one race here and I was struggling with tire temperatures. I don't know if I corrected that. Yeah, close, so okay, we don't have that issue no more. They will run as hot as they can. Yep, okay. It loaded up the right one. Let's go practice. On wets. After 3 laps, they'll get too hot, though. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I think this race was in the evening. The sun's going down. Hey, I'm not the only one on wets. Funnies. Take your time, buddy. I know how it is. Cold tires. It's probably on mediums. Oh, was he trying to zigzag there and discovered that, yeah, this is slippery. That's stupid.
Justin Slim Friesen says, "Gotta say that the game looks much better without the head tracing. Can't remember when you stopped using it."
The what tracing? Oh, my head thingy. Okay. Why do you say that?
Justin Slim Friesen says, "Tracking."
Yeah. Doesn't change anything. It's not like it was doing much anyways, except for when I'm coming out of the pits, I could actually see if there was a car coming. Or every time the cat goes in front of the camera, then it flips all over the place. I guess I stopped using it a week ago. Or was it 2 weeks ago? Anyways, it's when we were trying to eliminate all the background software stuff. To try and eliminate the cars glitching. Oh, these tires are getting a little bit hot. Oh, still coming in too fast. Okay. That was funny. Still 14 minutes until the race starts. Dang it. Oops. There we go. Yeah, that was fun. Anxious to get to the race. Bum. Looking for some races on Discord. Anything else to do anywhere? Anybody doing hypercar races? And I'm starting to get anxious to get my new wheel. I'm waiting for it to get into the inventory. Starting to see more and more reviews of the KS Pro. Which still has a couple of issues. Nothing that's gonna bother me though. It ain't compatible with SimHub. So you still have to go through the software to create your display things, which I don't use really. So other than having the gear displayed, I don't really care for anything else. But apparently it's not reading the lap times on Assetto Corsa, nor the tire temperatures in that game or LMU correctly. So, that's okay. I got them on screen. I don't need them on the steering wheel. I'm just going to be happy to play around with my RPM lights and flag lights. And it can also tell me if the car is near me. Like that radar thing. So if the car starts getting close to me, it'll turn yellow on one side. And if he gets really close, then it turns red. Like, I really not sure I'm going to be paying attention to that, because I do have it on screen anyways. But I thought it was a neat little thing. Oh man, it's miserable. It's going to be miserable all week. They're announcing rain all week here. Such a shame. We had such a beautiful weekend. Even yesterday, I just sat down in the grass, and both cats came and had a nap next to me. Man, my neighbors really hate cats. They come outside, they see me in the yard with both cats, and they just turn around and come back in.
Justin Slim Friesen says, yeah, it's pretty useless if you're already using a radar.
Yeah, I agree. Like, other than the rev lights, even though I have the red lights in front of me, I like the fact that the ones that I have on my steering wheel will start flashing. But even more importantly is the flag lights. I like to know there's a yellow or a blue. Because with all my overlays on the screen, it's hard to notice if there's a yellow flag or a blue flag. Like when you're racing, you're not always paying attention. But when they flash on my steering wheel, I kind of notice it in the background. And having my rev blinker come in a fraction of a second before the one in game does, I also like that. Because I have a tendency of sometimes just redlining an engine. I consider myself a short shifter, but sometimes, going through first, second, and third, it seems like I'm always leaving it a second longer than I need to, blinking. From one car to the next, it's not always easy to see these lights on the steering wheel. So YouTube have been struggling yesterday. I had like 100 something viewers, and it actually recorded that I had a -1 viewer. They say, yeah, there's an issue with it, but we fixed it. And I'm still looking at it, and I'm still seeing -1 viewer. So how do you go to a -1 viewer? I'm curious. Like, your stream is so bad, not only did you not have any viewers, but we're giving you a -1 viewer. So any views that I get in the future, they're gonna remove one of them, I guess. Is that what that means? We're gonna remove one of your future viewers. Poor viewer. Still think YouTube is one of the best streaming platforms out there. It's not dedicated to gaming like Twitch is, but I'm also thinking I hate Twitch, but sometimes I'd like to listen to some music while I'm driving, which I can't do here on YouTube because of copyright issues. But maybe one of these days when I got nothing else to do, I'll finish like my stream here and go and start one on Twitch and just have music playing in the background. And deal with all the crappy people that come in and try to sell me something. I'm kind of scared of that. Oh, 5 minutes to go. I guess it's time to get out of here. Well, I wanted to do a few laps around this track since I was practicing Le Mans. It's good that I get my head into this track. Lots of Frenchies all of a sudden. Geo, okay. That was not the same Canadian that was there earlier. Pretty sure of that. Oh well. So are we losing hypercar drivers now? Seems like the last couple of times I've been doing these races, there were more hypercars than there were GTs. Now there's 20 more GTs than there is hypercars. I'm guessing people have tried it out, did not like it, and are going back. I'm still seeing a lot of posts in the discords. Everybody's struggling with the braking of hypercars and prototypes. It's like, yeah, I get it, dude. You do kind of need to get a load cell pedal. Oh, and I saw that Dale posted a game controller with a steering wheel. I'm like, yep, they're gonna have to come up with buttons with load cell. Otherwise, the steering on the game controller is gonna be pointless. Yes, you can drive, but you still won't be able to brake. They should make controllers like they make the RC controllers. You know, you have your trigger for the throttle. You just need a button for the brakes with a load cell, and then the other hand, the steering wheel. I think that would work good, or maybe better. Okay, you don't have access to all the buttons with all the other fingers, but I don't know. Just thinking out loud here. A minute to go still. So, sunny, sunny, sunny. No rain in this race. Bummer. I've been getting used to having some rain now in the races. I don't mind it so much now anymore. Maybe that's what I'll do tonight, host a race with some rain in it. Or maybe, just maybe, not have any rain, but when you get to the race, the track is wet. Can we do that? So people will still have to start on wet tires. And as the track dries out, you gotta switch back to mediums. Could we do something like that? I wonder. That would be funny. I'm thinking of that because not that that's what happened yesterday in the F1 race, but kinda, because the track was kind of wet and was drying out. Pretty much dry by the time the race started. Alrighty. Okay, let's just make sure that my thing loads up properly. Switch to wets to be able to qualify here. So what? Okay, how many hypers? 18 hypercars in this race. Okay. And I'm expected to finish 35th. Any numbers higher than, oh, 37, 36, 38. So I'm supposed to finish fourth from last. I'm supposed to finish 15th. I'm expected to finish 15th. Okay, good to know. Again, no stress. I like that. I remember when I was doing some races and they were expecting me to win the race. I'm like, no. Strangely enough, somebody told me to practice GT3 cars in order to become a better hypercar driver. That makes no sense to me. How does that make any sense? Okay, got the wet tires on. Good. Wait at the pit exit. No, I'm not. I'm just going to wait for the timer to start. There we go. There we go. Good enough. Okay, let's change the tires. I forgot how much fuel I need for this race. I think 90% was good. I guess that's why I saved it like that. Okay, be right back. Ugh. Okay, ready for the race. Ugh. I think I'm ready. Guess we'll find out. Ooh. What? Every single hypercar driver went out to qualify? Damn. That's not good. Usually the fact that there's 3 or 4 that don't usually means that it helps my rating a bit. This is not going to help my rating. I'll be definitely slower than everybody else. That's okay. I wanted to start from the rear anyways. And if you can't start from the first place, then I'd rather start from the rear. And I don't have the skills to qualify first, so... Okay, hopefully this'll be good. If not, too bad, so sad. Ooh, qualified faster this time around. But still, he's pretty close to my times, in a certain sense. I might have some good fights here at the rear if they don't DNF. Sir Oliver, are you smurfing? Sir Oliver. Okay. Let's get to the race, folks. Wish me luck. I need to remove 87% of fuel of VE because I got too much. It's a good thing I don't listen to that. I'm good for 48 minutes out of a 40-minute race, so close enough. Just gonna have to keep an eye on my battery here. Not sure about the mapping, but I don't think I had any issues racing here, so it's probably good to leave it as it is. So we were talking about smurfing the other day. There's a guy here that's smurfing. Dang, these guys are rolling. Usually when I'm in the front, I just put it on the speed limiter all the way to the start. Oh, here we go. Alrighty, folks. Game time. Let's have fun. Ooh! That broke my car. I don't know how drivable this will be for the race. Because sometimes with this kind of damage, it'll just go berserk when you get into a corner. Oh man, dang it. It is making it hard for me to drive. God dang it. Dang, I'm losing a lot of speed too now. All I can do is hope to finish the race. Car is not behaving. It's like the steering wants to turn right, but the car doesn't. It goes very wide, turning right. Oh, people are catching up to me, dang it. I'm trying to concentrate. Still drivable, but this is a big handicap. I'm losing a lot on the top speed. Whoa, okay. Yeah, this damage is not making for a fun drive. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but times my tires are screaming. Is that the same BMW that was idiot earlier? It feels like it. Okay, halfway through the race. Oh, especially in that corner. You can hear my tires screaming and the car not wanting to turn. Oh, I'm getting lapped. Lapped again. That was a lot of traffic to deal with. Not used to dealing with that much traffic. Ooh, my car won't stop no more. My brakes failing on me. Getting harder and harder to drive this car. Again, another blue flag, really? Oh, I don't want to stop here no more. Why am I, if I'm getting all these blue flags, why is it not showing them like at -1 lap like the others? I'm confused. Oh, because it goes from 1 to 9, okay. I get it now, I'm confused. Ugh. I'd rather be fighting with other drivers than fighting to drive the car. Like, I'm used to this, but I so hate it. Cost me some time letting him pass. Dang it. Yeah, he had to hit me in the rear. Yeah, all that traffic cost me a position, dang it. Yeah, when somebody in front of you gets a blue flag, you should be able to have like DRS or something to make the overtakes a little bit easier. More power. Well, this has been a tough race. Hopefully, I can make it over the finish line. Pretty sad to come this far and not to be able to do it. Guess we're going for another lap, though. I don't know why that Mustang always have the reflection of that splitter there. I've noticed that on every single Mustang. Like the sunlight goes through half of the car to reflect on the underneath rear splitter. Kind of weird. Alright! Survived! Oh, man. I don't know whose car I hit, but you dive bombing. Yeah, that first lap. I don't know if I'll have time to see it there, but this is lap 2. Already got some damage here. Maybe it was on lap 2, I forget. Or was it here? Yeah. Ben Blythe. Man, not happy about that one. Yeah, that wrecked my race right there. Dang it. Oh well, folks, hopefully you've enjoyed these up and downs to dies. Let's look at the results. I gained 6 positions. I could have done a lot better, though. What? I lost driver ranking, really? Oh well, lol. So be it then. I don't get it though. They expected me to finish 15th, and I finished 12th. Okay, folks, well, that's it for me. I don't know what I'll do this evening, but stay tuned and check back in laters. Thanks for watching.